They say the Appalachian Mountains come alive after dark, not with wildlife, but with things that used to be human. Locals don't talk about it much. They just shake their heads and tell you one thing: never go alone after sunset. But Lily didn't believe in mountain stories. She was a travel vlogger from Atlanta, chasing forgotten legends for her small but growing YouTube channel. Her latest destination was a ghost town deep in the heart of Appalachia, an abandoned coal mining settlement hidden between ridges and fog. Locals called it Hollow Creek, though no one had lived there for nearly 60 years. She had read that families vanished there in the early 1960s. No bodies, no explanations. Just whispers of something moving in the woods, something that didn't like visitors. Lily drove into the mountains late one afternoon in early November. The sun was already sinking, spilling golden light across the narrow road. The air was heavy with pine and damp leaves. Her phone's GPS lost signal an hour before she reached the trailhead, and from there she had to rely on an old paper map. She parked her Jeep near a rusty sign that barely stood upright. The words Hollow Creek, private property, were faded almost to nothing. She grabbed her flashlight, camera, and backpack. The woods were silent. Too silent. Not a single bird called as she stepped onto the trail. Only the crunch of her boots on the path broke the stillness. Lily filmed herself as she walked. "All right, guys," she said cheerfully to the camera, "I'm officially breaking the one rule they tell you around here. Never go alone into Appalachia after dark. Let's see if the legends are real." She laughed, but it sounded forced. The air grew colder with every step, and a strange mist started creeping through the trees. After about 20 minutes, she found the remains of old wooden houses. Their roofs caved in, doors missing, windows shattered. Rusted lanterns still hung from some of the porches. The camera caught everything: the peeling wallpaper, the collapsed staircases, the dusty children's toys left behind. "It's like they just disappeared overnight," Lily whispered. "No one even came back for their things." Then she heard it. A whistle. A faint, distant, but human. She froze. The sound came again, from somewhere behind her. "Hello," she called, turning slowly. The woods were empty, the fog thicker now. She swung her flashlight toward the sound, but the beam only reached a few feet before being swallowed by mist. She waited, listening. Nothing. Just the soft hum of wind through the trees. After a few moments, she shook her head and turned the camera back on. "Okay, maybe the mountains are playing tricks on me," she said. "Or maybe someone's out here messing around." She kept walking deeper into Hollow Creek. The sun dipped completely behind the ridge, and the woods turned black. Her flashlight flickered once, then steadied. She reached what looked like the old church, its steeple leaning sideways, door half open. Inside, rows of broken pews sat beneath a collapsed roof. The air smelled like mold and wet ash. As she panned her camera around, the lens caught something, a shadow moving at the back of the room. It was gone before she could focus on it. Her heart started to race. She replayed the footage, squinting at the screen. Yes, something had definitely moved. Then came the whistle again. This time closer. Lily spun around. "Who's there?" No answer. Then she saw movement outside the church window, a tall, thin figure standing at the tree line, just watching. Her breath hitched. She zoomed in with the camera. The figure didn't move. It looked human, but wrong. Its limbs slightly too long, its head tilted at an unnatural angle. She blinked and it was gone. She ran out of the church, heart pounding. "This isn't funny," she shouted into the darkness. The woods swallowed her voice. She started recording again, whispering now. "I'm hearing things. I saw someone, something. I'm heading back to the car." The fog was so thick she could barely see the trail. Her flashlight dimmed again, flickered, then died completely. She hit it against her palm, but it stayed dark. Then, from somewhere in the mist ahead, she heard it, the sound of breathing. Slow, heavy, deliberate. "Hello," she whispered. A whisper answered. "You shouldn't have come alone." Lily screamed and stumbled backward, tripping over roots. Her camera hit the ground, still recording. For a split second, the lens caught a pale face looming in the mist, hollow eyes, skin stretched tight, lips that moved without sound. She snatched up the camera and bolted, running through the fog, branches tearing at her hair and jacket. The whisper followed her, growing louder, echoing through the trees. Don't leave, stay with us. Her lungs burned, her legs heavy. She could barely see the faint shape of her jeep through the fog when something caught her ankle. She fell hard, scraping her hands. Behind her, she heard footsteps, slow, dragging, wet. She turned the camera toward the sound. The figure emerged from the fog, crawling now, its limbs bending the wrong way. Its face was gray and lifeless, but its mouth smiled. Lily scrambled to her feet, threw herself into the jeep, and slammed the door. The engine sputtered once, twice, then roared to life. She floored it, headlights cutting through the mist. But when she looked into the rearview mirror, she saw them. Dozens of figures standing at the edge of the road, watching her leave. Their eyes reflected white in the headlights. Lily didn't stop driving until she reached a gas station 2 towns over. She burst inside, pale and shaking, clutching her camera. The clerk looked startled. "Ma'am, you okay?" he asked. She tried to explain, but her voice trembled too much. The footage, she thought. She needed to show someone the footage. But when she connected the camera to her laptop, the screen went black. All her files were gone except one. A single clip titled, "We found you." She clicked it. The video opened with her own face, filmed from the woods, as if someone had been recording her. She wasn't smiling. She was standing still, eyes wide and empty, whispering into the camera. Never go alone into Appalachia after dark. The clip ended abruptly. Her hands shook as she deleted it, packed her bags, and left town before sunrise. She never uploaded the footage. She never mentioned Hollow Creek again. But a few months later, a stranger uploaded a video titled Appalachia After Dark, The Lost Vlogger. It contained the same final clip. No one knows who posted it. And every year since then, someone goes missing near Hollow Creek. Locals say they hear a woman's voice in the woods at night, whispering to anyone who dares to come close. Never go alone into Appalachia after dark.